Happy Father's Day. All you handsome, good-looking brothers. And you guys that was on the brothers, Doc, Dale Murray, Joe Kyle, James Slimmy, I know I pronounced your name wrong, James, and Preston. Hey, brothers. You all see who this is, don't you? Your boss. Happy Father's Day, guys. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. It's another time for Southern Girl, Alcenia's family with Southern Girl. And today we're going to be making homemade peach preserve. Peach preserve with homemade biscuits. So I know you all don't have much time today because you got to get with your loved ones if you're not already with them. And I just want to say I appreciate you for all you done for Southern Girl. Now I'm out of breath. You know, senior moment, senior moment. But what we're going to do first is, how many out there have ever made peach preserve or even have already tasted peach preserve from your grandmother doing it or your mother doing it or your auntie doing it? There is nothing better than homemade peach preserve. So even Jimmy's sitting here being my assistant today. Miss Tanja is a little bit under the weather, but I bet you Jimmy have never even had any homemade peach preserve, have you?
No, I don't think so.
See there, his mama Karen Sanders and Jimmy Sanders, I don't know what y'all thinking about. Now I know both of you all have had some homemade peach preserve. So the first thing we're going to do is, you need to get about 10 large peaches. We're going to do like a small version of it today. And it's really, really simple. 10 large peaches and sugar. That's all go in it. And I don't do like this, have these, some people use the nectar that go in fruit or whatever that gel is. Alcenia Chester, my mom never used that. She just used the peaches and the peach and the sugar. And what I had done, okay, I'm going to show you how to peel it first. You just take your knife and you just peel them. Jimmy, let me know if somebody talking to me because that's why I love live family because I like for you all to be talking to me. I don't, you know. Y'all what helped make me, baby. What you what make the Southern Girl.
Charita Haley says, hey, cuz, I have tasted it.
Oh, well, tell her thank you. What's her name?
Charita Haley.
And we cousin?
Charita Hickman Haley.
Okay. What did we call you? Did we call you a nickname? Because right now I'm having a senior moment while I'm cutting them up.
Myra Shorter says, don't wear yourself out.
Tell Myra, okay, Myra. I appreciate it, Myra, because you know I'm the hardest working girl. My goddaughter told me I'm the hardest working girl in the restaurant. So we peeling them. And what you do, once you peel them, I'm just push that to the side. I forgot to get my bag. You take it and you take the knife and you cut around the seed that's in the peach. Just cut around it. And these are some good ones. Then you get the peaches and they're real hard. Let them sit out for a couple days till they become soft. So you just do this. Look at here, family. This is the way they're going to look. This is a good peach here, y'all. You do this. You cut them all the way around. Then, once you get through cutting them, see how they do? They just, once you go to the seed in the peach.
Trita said she's Thelma's daughter.
Oh yeah, hey cousin, you're my mother, great niece. How you doing, baby? I'm sorry. See, this is this right here. See how you cut them around? So you peel your peach. This is the seed. Throw the seed away. Okay, I don't know about if you can try to be growing it like Johnny Appleseed. I don't know about that. You might can to try to grow you some peaches. And so once you do that, you cut all your peaches up. Then these are some I did this morning. Some of you were on with me live earlier this morning. And you saw when I cut up the peaches, I took and poured the sugar over the peaches. This is about 3.5 cups, but this is I cut up about 10 peaches. And see how, since this morning, see how it had made its own juice. So that's what you're going to cook with. You don't put any water in them. So once you get this, then that's when you take and you put it and you're going to cook them. So most of the time you can let them sit for about 2 hours If you have time, you can do it the night before and let them make their own juice, because the longer they sit, the more juice they're going to make. So any question about that, Jim? Anything?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, so we got that done. That's what, so right now, I've already got some on so I can show you how they're going to look once they cook, because it's going to take about 2 hours for them to cook. And then you have to make sure when they're cooking, Mama used to call this the skim. You have to take any little white stuff off of it and you pour that out. Throw it away. So while you're cooking it, so when you get ready to preserve it, you won't have that in your jars. But see how brown, see the different color? See the color they are now compared to the color that I started when I started cooking it. This is the same thing that I put. Now tell me what this is, family. Now you all ought to know what that is, because I talked about it on the Today Show. So what is this here? This is my old one here. Now you can tell this has been used a lot. Do anybody know what this is? And no, it's not a bowl. This is what people used to use in, as we say, the good old days. Not the old days, but the good old days. Where they made their cakes in it. They made their chicken and dumplings in them. They made their chicken and dressing in it. Preserved in it. So anybody know what this is? Nobody not telling me yet, so I'm going to wait later on and see if you're telling me. Then once, come back over here, Jim. So once, while this is cooking, then you're going to boil your jars. Now, my mother never boiled her jars, but this is something now I have to do by law. You let your jars boil for about 10 minutes. Because if you let them boil too long, they'll turn ashy on you. So you usually just do, I don't know why I put the lid in. Normally you just put the cap and you put the jar in. You don't have to put the lid in. And what you do is, I'm going to show you once they boil for about 10 minutes. You don't have to put just the lid. You don't have to put the lid in. You can, but you don't have to. But you definitely, according to the law now, you have to put the jars and the caps in. And this is supposed to be sterilizing them. So once they boil, you're going to put the hot preserve in it while the jars are hot. That's supposed to help seal it to the way they want them sealed. So that's step 1, 2, and 3. See how simple that is? Very, very simple. So now what I'm going to do is, because we want something good to go with the peach preserve. So since this is after the time you already done fed your husband, your boyfriends, or your sons, or whomever the men are that's special in your life, maybe you can do it for them next weekend with the homemade preserve. I'm going to show you how to make some homemade biscuits. Now, I ain't good at this. I'm going to do the best I can. Now, Mama was awesome at it. But today, instead of using, like she always used plain flour, which is the same thing as all-purpose flour. But what I'm going to use today is, since I know most of y'all ain't used to making no biscuits, so I'm going to go ahead and use, I'm going to put it on you. I'm going to use the self-rising flour. Self-rising flour, you don't have to worry about putting the baking soda and the salt in. When you use all-purpose, you have to put the baking powder and the salt in. Any questions right there, Jim?
No, Vera Hampton said the large bowl is a dishpan. Is that correct? Yes.
Now, cousin, you know, because you was brought up in Meridian like me. That's my cousin from Detroit, Michigan. What's up, Nell? That's exactly what it is. That's what it's called, family. How many of you all ever seen a dishpan before seeing it on here? Tell me somebody that your family had a dishpan in your family as well. And it was like, I guess, a utility pan used for everything. So let me know who else family had the dishpan. So right now, what I'm going to do, this is, like I said, this is self-rising flour. We're going to use, to make the biscuits, we're going to use 4 cups. 4 cups of self-rising flour. The salt and the baking soda is already in there, so you don't have to worry about that. That's 3, and that is 4. Okay, family? So we got that. We're going to set the flour aside because you're going to need the flour for later on when you start rolling it out. Oh, I forgot to get my buttermilk, so give me a minute. And we're not using no white milk either. We're using buttermilk. I know a lot of you think I don't like buttermilk. That's why I just, from the Today Show, I don't know how many pecan pie orders. I ain't had but 2 buttermilk pies. But baby, let me tell y'all something. Them buttermilk pies are some of the best pies you ever want to taste. And I know most people think that they don't like buttermilk. They think it's not going to be good, but they are. They're very good. So you have to use buttermilk not white milk in your biscuits. We also going to use shortening. We're also going to use butter. So you use about 1/4 of a cup of butter. Put that in, have it kind of soft, room temperature. Same thing with the shortening, put the shortening in. So since I told you all, since I had a little lord left from the last time, bam. Now, how many of y'all have seen that? Now, what the brand Mama used to use, somebody remind me, I said it was exactly right. It was a green brand. It was in a green and white container. Now, I'm telling you, I know y'all think they're going to clog your arteries, they're going to kill you. No, it's not. And so today I'm going to use just 1/4 of that, where I use a cup of the shortening, because it does give it a different taste. I'm sorry, I'm just from the old school, and I'm still around here kicking. And so I'm going to use, like I say, about 1/2 cup of that. So you're going to put it all together in your flour. Mama used to call it a whale. She used to put everything in the middle of her bowl. I cannot do that. And when by the time she got through, she still had the ring around her bowl. Her niece, Biranelle, or anybody, her other great niece, I know her mom knew. I'm not sure about the great niece, but I know Thelma knew. It wasn't a better cook than Alcenia Chester. I can remember I was a teenager, the first time that my mom bought some canned biscuits. Because all my life, my father and I always had homemade biscuits. And we looked at each other and say, she must be really sick, because we cannot believe that this woman done bought us any canned biscuits. And that was the first time and the last time I could ever remember Alcenia Chester till she left this world at 98 years old, December the 29th, 2019, used canned biscuits for breakfast. So you have your shortening, you have your, you okay?
Yeah. You
have your shortening, you have your butter, you have your flour. Now the only other thing we're going to do, you're going to need about 1.5 cups of buttermilk. But start off putting a little bit at a time, because one thing about a family, you can always add, but you can't take out. So we're going to add a little bit at a time. You know, you got everything kind of in the center here. Like I said, that's your little well right there. Now my hand's going to get really messy. So work with me, family. And also, you remember about 2 or 3 shows ago, I told you about the biscuit toast. So in the biscuits you have left, you also can take it and make biscuit toast. I know Kathy Johnson from Meridian told me she made some biscuit toast after she had seen it on the show. I don't know if anybody else did. So you just taking it and you pulling it in. Tell me if anybody's saying anything so I can talk to them.
Juanita Crow says, "Hey Betty, one of my grandmothers used a small dishpan to make her cobbler." Hey
Miss J, that's one of my I've been a family member of hers and mine. We've been together forever. Miss Juanita is one of the best people you can ever meet. And Chris and her daughter, Miss Juanita, I'm joining, but Katie, yes, and live in Meridian. Miss Juanita, I didn't know they had them smaller, because most all the ones Mama had was real big, and she would testify to you too what kind of cook my mom was. Now you see, I'm getting this all on my hand now, so if you want, okay, that was a cup. So I might need, see if I need the other half. Okay, that was a cup right there. Okay, now this is the 1/2 cup here. If my energy a little low today, you all forgive me, because I've been cooking all week, baby. I've been cooking more than Betty Crockett been cooking, baby, when she was alive. Because you all were so good to me. When the Today Show aired, I've been having people ordering from all over the world, country, United States. And they've been calling one day pies and one day preserve. And I'm like, okay now. This one already sitting there made. Now, y'all know I got to make this stuff from scratch. And they just been just as nice. Once I talk to them, say, okay, when you can get it to me. So just work with me, family. Work with me.
Robert Rhymes says, "Have you ever used lard to make your biscuits?"
Who?
Robert Rhymes.
Okay, Robert, where you been? You must just tune in. Did you not just show me some Lord Robert? Did I just not show you some Lord Robert? Bam! See that? You see it, Robert? It just it's in a different color. Most of the time we had it in the green and white container. You probably had it in the green and white container too. Where you from, Robert? See, you think you really know what you talking about, baby. You from the old school too.
Willie Ottman asks, what's that on your lips?
Lipstick. And you know you can't wear lipstick when you're out. The only time I can wear it in the house, because you know if you really doing what you're supposed to be doing, family, and I do it, I forget, put lipstick on in the car and then just have to take it right back out. Because you can't wear it with the mask. And tell him, I know it's cute. He don't have to worry about it. He don't have to tell me. It matches my shirt that my goddaughter and her cousin Erica did. They say Southern Girl. They have a t-shirt business. And if they're looking in, I think it's Lindsay. They can let you know what the t-shirt company is called. So if you need a t-shirt, they on it. They on it. Okay, fam, I'm going to put a little flower on my hand here. I'm going to show you. Now, see? Okay. This is it, family. See the ball? That's it. See that? Hard enough for me to hit Jimmy. His mama killed me and dad. See that? It's really soft. It's fluffy. Okay? Now, this is the one I had already finished for you earlier. When anybody tuned in earlier and was watching me this morning, saw that I was making the, well, I didn't show the biscuit, I just showed the peach preserve. So this the one that's already done, which I can take the other one too. Now, I had some wax paper here, but my counter is clean. Y'all ain't eating this, so I don't want to hear nothing about you. Put it on the counter. At your house, you can do whatever you want to do like I'm going to do at mine. Here my wax paper. If you want to put it on the wax paper, you can. But everybody know from the old school, they rolled it out on the counter. So you take your piece. Don't have it too thin, family. Have you a circle. Y'all, I'm getting good at this now. You know I told y'all I didn't cook growing up. Jimmy, give me some comments so I can talk to them. I can't talk to them. I don't know what they're saying.
Robert Rhymes, your chef friend from St. Louis, was he on one of the episodes?
Yeah. No, he wasn't on one of the shows. If you want to be on one of the shows, no, he worked at a culinary school in St. Louis. So, yeah. So, no, he wasn't on the show. Okay, you also, you take your, what's this, y'all?
Rolling pin?
Somebody said that.
No, I said it.
Okay, you don't supposed to be saying it. They supposed to be telling me. This is a rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, someone told me you can use a wine bottle. I said, well, everybody don't have wine. So if you don't have that, you can use your cup if you don't have the rolling pin. And you're going to take it. And you don't want to roll it too thin. And also, when you're making your biscuits, you don't want to overwork them. Mom said don't overwork them. Because you want to try to keep it fluffy. Okay, now. Okay, I can't tell you the flour she used because then I'd be trying to give credit. Now, what I did earlier, I did biscuits two ways. I cut some with the glass. Okay, just do the glass. Put it here. I did some with the glass. I know Mary Williams gonna talk about me, my girlfriend, Liver, because she said she gonna buy me a pan to cook in, but I'm using this tin pan, y'all. I'm at home, so I'm using this tin pan. I know she's saying something. So you can put them in, and I just want to tell you all, I said earlier, and I want to say it again, that I couldn't have made it this week without Mary Elizabeth Williams, Sharon, that she want to say is Sharon instead of Sharon Brown, Tawana Young Moore, Dr. Dara Murray, and Spirit, and Bobby Brown daughter, Miss Tunji and Annette Brown. Baby, that's been my shipping team. They've been helping me get these orders out. And you talking about God being good. Y'all better ask somebody. I keep telling you. He's so good. And I'm a witness to it. And the first will be last and the last will be first. So we better work it. Don't let nobody tell us that we don't need to love each other, be kind to each other. What somebody saying smart. Ain't nobody but Altman, is it?
Anita Collins said, BJ, we didn't have a rolling pin. We used an old beer bottle with a long neck.
Anita, okay, that's a different one now. I don't know how you all roll that, but I guess it could work neat. It had to be a long neck, yeah. Now, what I did earlier, and this is the way Mama used to do them. She would take her hand, and I'm trying to get like that and roll them out. She roll them into a ball. You have to get your ball pretty, baby. Then just pat it. Anything else, Jimmy? Tell me somebody else.
Sarah Jackson says, Bebe said she's coming over your house next time so you can show her how to cook.
Tell Baby she got a perfect sister right there. Sarah Jackson. The one of the best cooks that you ever want to see, but she welcome. Tell she know she got a good cook right there. She knows Sarah Jackson can cook. Okay, you all see I'm rolling them out. I'm trying to make them pretty. Oh, I forgot to turn my oven on. But preheat your oven at 350. And the cookbook said like 15 to 20 minutes, but it might take longer, just kind of depend on the oven. And then Mom would take a fork. Okay, baby, where the fork is, Jim? Okay, she would take a fork and put a little flour on it. And then she would just put a little kind of, put a little holes in them. But see the difference when you roll them with hand, they're much thicker. And I'm going to show you some cooked. They're much thicker when you roll them with your hand. You can get the thickness that you want. So it just kind of depends on how thick you want it. Tell me something somebody's saying, baby, while I'm washing my hands.
Christy Valentine says, love you and those biscuits.
Tell her, come on over and get some, girl. Come on over and get some.
Let's see.
You all, what we're doing at Alcenia is just trying to keep tradition alive. You know, so much now with tradition. These young kids don't know anything about tradition. They really don't. They don't know anything about the love. And that's how we show love in our neighborhoods and in our family. That's how we showed it, by cooking. Don't forget to preheat your oven, which I just forgot to do, at 350. But I already got some done for you, so you don't have to wait till the end. But make sure you preheat your oven.
Leah Chester says, hey, cousin, late, but I'm here.
Hey, cousin. That's my cousin, too. Her, again, grandfather and my grandmother was brothers and sisters. And that's Nikki, we call her. And she lives in Alabama. She's also an educator in Alabama. She is a principal. Yes. Thank you, cousin. Better late than never. Now, now you need to cook that baby some homemade biscuits. Have he had any homemade biscuits? Did Burn, your mom, have she cooked him some biscuits? I'm waiting to hear. Okay, you all. Let me see. Okay. Give me some more, Jen.
Jen Morgenstern says, hey, Miss BJ, love you.
Love you back, Jen. Love you back.
Fred Sims is asking, what's for Father's Day, Miss BJ?
Don't he see these biscuits and preserve? What you mean what's for Father's Day, Fred? Ain't nobody cooking no steak and all of that for y'all. Y'all deserve it, but you know, today y'all just get some biscuits and some preserve. That's all y'all getting today. Okay, let me see, Jim. Now what we gonna do now is these jars should be about ready. Sorry for turning my back on you. Let me take one out. Okay, family. Normally you would sit it upside down and let them drain. A lot of people call these the old mason jars. And sometimes they can be very hard to find because I guess they think people ain't canning no more. So that's the mason jar. We're going to take and put the preserve in that while it's hot. And normally if you keep the preserves cool, they can last up at least to a year, sometimes longer. But you have to keep them in a cool environment. If not, put them in the refrigerator. If not, they will mold on you. But if you keep them in a good environment, they can last up for a year. And hopefully by next week, Alcenia will have them on their website. And you can go to www.alcenia.com and we'll be able to, it will be a seasonal item. And we will have some peach preserve added on there. And don't hit me all at one time because the people this morning already told me they want some. So come on over here, Jimmy, so they can see how pretty these are. I want to burn myself. Okay, now we're going to take and put it in the jar. Okay, you always stop it right here at the rim. Do not go over that rim. Let me cut these off for these squash stomachs. Squash. And they will, what they call it, scorch. They will scorch on you. So you have to be careful to make sure that your fire is not up too high, family. And try to get more goody than juice. And the goody is the peaches. Okay, I'm going to pour a little bit of this juice off because I want more of the peaches in here than the juice. Also, I'll be making some pear preserve this season when they come in. They're not quite, I think normally pear preserve, the candy pears are more ready like in August. Okay, let me get you a napkin and right around the edge of that.
Abe Totten says, hey, BJ, I'm coming home next week. Need to eat with you. Hashtag old FedEx days in the 80s.
Now, who was that, babe?
Abe Totten. Maybe short for like Avery Totten or something like that.
Hey, baby, now remember, I'm still just doing takeout only, but I would love to see you, and we will be there, but it's for takeout. I'm still not doing sit-in yet. I'm not trusting that yet.
Sandra Polk, cousin from Zion Gourmet Popcorn Shop, said her grandchildren are watching you and they are enjoying the show. San Madison, Alabama, maybe?
She's in Madison, Alabama, which is close to Huntsville. And she have a fantastic popcorn. She also makes the best chocolate of anybody you ever want to taste. She can give Neiman Marcus a run for their money. So her website is Zion, Z-I-O-N, apostrophe S, and she do ship. So family, please go in there and support my cousin. Now, we have a lot of entrepreneurs in our family. So we just been truly blessed. And I'm quite sure a lot of you all have a lot of entrepreneurs in your family as well. I'm sorry for having my back turned to you, but I'm trying to get this lid out of here. Give me one moment, family. I'm about to get somebody else here.
Anthony E. Turner says, "Lo, same old feisty BJ, looking great, my friend." And I see.
Thank you, Anthony from Federal Express. You need to order something like Anita Cowan, like Anita King, William King, like Pat Bradsfield, like Marcia Sharp, like oh Lord, she came down and bought the pie. James Ella Barbie. I don't want to forget anybody, because then y'all gonna kill me. I know I can remember those names. Oh, Audrey, you need to come down and you need to support Alcenia like the other one have done. Don't play.
Carla Donaldson asked, do you ever make apple butter?
Yes, I do. I have it for sale at the restaurant, but I'm not giving that recipe out, boo. It's going to go to my grave with me unless you buy Alcenia's. Then I give it to you. Bam, family. See how pretty that is? That's the peach preserve. Now let me show you. This is what I made earlier. These are the biscuits that was hand done. These are the biscuits that was cut with the glass. These are the peach preserve, and these here like in the little pan. This is Alcenia's peach preserve with homemade biscuits, wishing you a happy Father's Day on June the 21st, 2020. And, I'm waiting for you to ask me some questions before I sign off, because I know you got to go be with your fathers and your honeys and your sons. We're so blessed. And I just want to thank my father, H.S. Chester, which I was the only child, and he made me feel like I was the only daughter in the world. My father was so special. I know most people don't believe this, but I never heard my father say a cuss word in my life. I only heard my mom say one, and that was ass. My dad had went out one time and had him a little snip, because I couldn't tell if he ever had anything to drink. And when he came back, my mom had asked him, don't go, because he had left with my cousin Jane Roberts. Mama said, don't go because I'm cooking. Because Mama wanted you to eat her food time she got through cooking. She didn't like for food to get cold. So when my father came back, he asked my mother to fix his plate, because my mother fixed our plate every single day until my father left this world. And would fix your plate as well if you came to my house. I told Mom that she needed to let people fix their own plate. And when he came back, he wanted my mother to fix his plate. So my mama told him she was ironing. So my mama said, if you don't move, I'm going to run this iron up your SS. That's the only one I heard her say. And when I would tell that story and she was alive, she was just like, ugh. But I never heard him. He never raised his voice. He said what he had to say. He was through with it. All he ever done was encourage me. He never asked me why I made the mistakes I made. It was how we was going to solve the mistakes that I made. So I was so blessed. And if any of you all out there know a man that's looking for a good mama, tell them I don't need no son. I don't need no father because I had a good son. I had a good father. I need a man. And my son, I want to wish him a happy Father's Day because he had one child and who is Alcenia, but he never got a chance to see her. So he left this world at the age of 22. And just hug your father, your mother, your kids. Just tell them how important they are to you, family. Because my mom, dad, and child is gone. And I'm telling you, but I never hung up the phone without telling them I love you. Don't have any regrets. Don't say, I wish I had said this. Give them their flowers while they living. And men, a lot of time we overlook them. The women get everything or think they should get everything for Mother's Day or birthday or Valentine. But it's just as important for you to do your better half the same way that you want your better half to do you. Because it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. And I'm not going to be preaching to you this morning. Anybody saying anything, Jimmy? I'm just sitting up here just running out.
Willette Patton says, I will order the cookbook with the waffles in it. Which book is that?
Okay, Willette, both of them. Hey, Willette from Federal Express. Both of them have the waffles. But this one here, which is the Healing the Soul, it has 90% preserves and desserts. Desserts and some preserves. This one here, Soul to Soul, has 90% of the food. So it just kind of depends on if you want to do more cooking or making more desserts. I wrote this cookbook after I lost Gogo. So it was how I had to deal with his death through cooking. So it's more sweet stuff in this one. This one here has predominantly 90% of the food. And if you go to www.alcenias.com, you'll be able to do that. And don't forget, family, tell people go and sign into the YouTube. But it's just hard for us to get the YouTube to do right now. So it will be uploaded later. And you can tell people that don't have Facebook that they can go there and look at it. What else, Jim?
Saji Robinson says, sending you great spirits from Queens, New York.
Thank you. Back to you. Much love, baby. Much love, family. Much love. Come on, Jim. Come on. I know they say, how you think she gonna do all that? Read, take it, doing the film, doing everything.
Let's see. Denise Tucker says, looking forward to getting my peaches. We'll be watching the website.
Okay, Denise. Yeah, Denise was on this morning when I was showing them how I got started doing the peaches. Like I say, check next week, D. It should be posted next week to the website.
Frankie Williams says, Lord, that makes me hungry. You don't put it back in the hot water for about 5 minutes?
Cousin, ain't nobody putting nothing back in no hot water for 5 minutes. I just told you, Mama didn't even boil them at all. No, I am not. They're ready. That's my cousin. You all remember the one that was on the first show with the 4 ladies? That's my cousin that I still been told to put the paper over the chicken, and then she forgot, and then she asked at the end, did you say to cover the chicken? Yes, Frankie Williams. That's Vera Nail's sister. Love you, Frankie. Tell George, happy Father's Day.
I don't know how to pronounce this.
Shakita
Groove says you're being streamed on Where Memphis Eats. 4,000 people.
Oh, thank you. I need to be playing Southern Girl. Oh, thank you, baby. And you are so sweet. T, thank you so much. She's a support. She's a great support. She always comes to spell the name, Jim.
CSKIK. GR and then.
No, that's Doc. That's Sequist.
Oh.
That's however he pronounced it. That's Doc Murray. Hey, Doc Murray.
Oh.
I thought you were this. But he's on being screamed on what now?
Streamed on Where Memphis Eats.
Oh, well, thank you, whoever doing it. That's my play brother that's saying that I'm being screamed on there. And I hope people enjoying it. I'm sorry my energy not as high today. It's just been a lot going on in the world, a lot going on with me cooking and but I just want you all to say that we got this. We got this. And you just have to keep believing, and keep trusting God. Give me another Jimmy, then I'm going to get out your hair. Oh, I got to taste the biscuits and stuff for you. Got to let Jimmy taste my hold on, family.
Joseph Kyles asks, what is that on top of your head?
See, you and Willie Altman need to stop. What do you think it is? It's some bald hair that I bought and put a ponytail on there. And it's mine because I paid for it. I'm going to tell bet on you. I'm going to take back that happy Father's Day to you too.
Farrah Grayson, looking beautiful, BJ. This is Penny Penn.
Thank you, baby. See, them old Joe Kyle damn trying to act funny. Let me tell y'all. Farrah, look at that. Come on over and get some, baby. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like homemade, baby. Betty Crocker better look out. Because BJ Chester Tamaya coming after her, baby. That's it, Jim?
Anita Cowan asks, where can you order the pies and cakes?
Need Alcenia's? No cakes right now, but the pies. www.alcenias.com. You know, you got the cookbook. It's on the same website. It's the pies on there. It's the preserves on there. It's the cookbooks on there. There's aprons on there. I'm just not doing cakes right now. And for the holidays, I'm going to have special pies. And I'll tell you about those later on. They're going to be 2 pies in one. And it's awesome. And I have that for the holidays. And like I said, the peach preserves is posted, going to be right now for the summer. And then when the pears come out, and if I can get figs, I have the figs preserves too. If I can get them, plums too, if I can get it. So just trying to make, go back and to feel the love from your aunties, your grandmothers, your mothers, and take us way back to the things that brought us together and showed us love. So if any more questions, Jim?
See, Jen Morgenstern says, you make me smile.
You make me smile too, because without you, family, there would be no Alcenias. Need the music, Jim.
And I think Doc said again, don't give my biscuit away.
Tell them whatever. You better go and get down that highway and go to work. That's what you need to do, baby. Because right now, Southern girls want to say, I love you, my dad, H.S. Chelsea Tamayo. My child, Will A. Tamayo III. Happy Father's Day up in heaven. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers up in heaven. I love you, mama. Love you, daddy. Love you, go-go. Love your family. Happy Father's Day to all you fantastic men out there. And even if you might not have birthed a child, but if you mentoring a child, you are a father. And from me to you, from our seniors, from the Southern girl, peace out and happy Father's Day. Hey!